7 been trying to get poppin' off verses and hooks. Recently found me a formula, promise it's harder than I make it look. Think about where I'll be if it weren't for all of the chances I took. Ain't ever touching the Vans, but ran up a sack. It's a babbling brook on my necklace. Most of my shit was neglected. YSL got it for cheap was the point of inflection. New fans think my ascent was expected. Couldn't be further from truth. Wasn't until I developed obsession, started to live in a booth. Locked in with chillin', he showed me the game. Eventually my number shot to the roof. Niggas been calling me goated. I walk on a beat in this modular hoof. If I ain't walk it, I floated. They tested my carbon, a mission for proof. And if I said it, I wrote it. I don't need no help when it come to the ink. VVS choker, they asking if I got a kink. I cop it and re-up before you can blink. Pandemic pushed me to break. The fear of the future, it forced me to focus.
So when it comes to planning out my day, I usually try to get this done first thing in the morning because I am very forgetful. So the more time goes by, the more likely I am to forget what it is I need to get done. So I try to prioritize doing this first thing in the morning. And even if I've already completed something for the day and I haven't written out my to-do list yet, I still write those things on my to-do list. And I think that just helps me feel like a little bit accomplished. So for example, I've already worked out this morning, but I'm going to go into my to-do list and I'm still going to write workout because again, I just need to reinforce that this is something that I need to be doing every single day. And again, it's that feeling of accomplishment because I've already got it done. So it's something to check off my to-do list. And something else that I think really works for me is writing everything out in the order of how easily it can get done, because I don't want to spend too much time on a specific task when I could have already gotten something else done. So I've just found that this works for me, helps me to be a lot more productive. I get a lot more done. I'm a lot more intentional with my time. And, you know, I'm able to just have that undivided attention to focus on a task and not be worried about what else I need to get done. So highly suggest trying that out. But the way I plan out my day is very simple. I don't make it very complex for me. Some people like to color code. Some people like to write out the exact times that they need to get things done. I don't get that deep into it. I just make sure I know exactly what I need to get done for the day. And I just write it out in a list format. And again, I just order it from how easily it can get done to the hardest thing or the things that are probably going to need more time. So figure out what works for you, but this is what works for me. All right, so another thing that I've made a part of my morning routine is starting out my day working in somewhere other than my home, because I work from home. So I spend a lot of time at the crib. So I usually try to start the beginning of my day working in like the common area where I stay or down at like a coffee shop or something. But the weather hasn't been that great. So that's why I haven't been working at coffee shops lately. But starting out your day working in different spaces or just trying to switch up like different areas that you work in throughout the day, really good for you, really good for keeping you productive, really good for keeping your mind sharp, because you know you're constantly changing your environment. And again, this area down here, super quiet, super relaxing. And again, it's not my home space. Being at my crib, a lot of distractions. I got the TV, I got the video games, I got food, everything that's there can really distract me. So I usually try to like get out of the crib for at least the first couple hours a day just to be productive with my work, because you know I can't procrastinate. So that's why I'm down here working. So in a couple hours I'll go back up to the crib and I'll finish what I'm working on right now, which is this video. So I'm putting the finishing touches on this video. I wanted to make it I like 9 to 10 minutes long, but to be honest, I don't have a super complex morning routine. It's very effective, but it's not very complicated how a lot of people make their morning routines. So it'll likely be around like 5 to 6 minutes at most. But yeah, so this was very good for me to get down here today and work here, because this is the last part of the video. So again, the morning routine is effective. This is effective because, again, it allows me to be a lot more productive and a lot more focused on, what it is I'm trying to do for the day, which is finish up this video. And there's like a few other people around here working. So I think it's also good to just be around or be in a nice area where you see other people working as well. So you're less likely to be, on your phone or just, doom scrolling on the internet or anything like that. So yeah, if you can swap locations throughout the day when it comes to your work, definitely do that. I know a lot of people are working like corporate 9-to-5 jobs where they're like locked into a specific like cubicle or office or a building all day. But if you're working from home, definitely try to swap locations throughout the day.